Hey guys, welcome back to the Crew Philly YouTube page. My name is Josh, and I am here to take you through another tidbit of Jesus. If you haven't been watching the rest of our videos, we have 3 other videos right now that are looking at the miracles of Jesus. And so today we're going to look at a miracle that Jesus performed in Matthew chapter 8, verses 5 to 13. And here Jesus heals a centurion servant. And so we're just going to read the passage, and then we're going to talk about what happens in it and really what this means for us and our relationship with God and just kind of for our own current lives. And so this is what it says. When Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him asking for help. "Lord," he said, "my servant lies at home paralyzed, suffering terribly." Jesus said to him, "Shall I come and heal him?" The centurion replied, "Lord, I do not deserve to have you come under my roof, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I myself am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell this one, go, and he goes, and that one, come, and he comes. I say to my servant, do this, and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to those following him, "Truly I tell you, I have not found anyone in Israel with such great faith. I say to you that many will come from the east and the west, and will take their places at the feast with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in the kingdom of heaven. But the subjects of the kingdom will be thrown outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." Then Jesus said to the centurion, "Go, let it be done, just as you believed it would." And his servant was healed at that moment. And so let's just kind of look at these verses and what happened. So the centurion starts by recognizing Jesus' authority, and he humbles himself. And he says, if you just say the word, my servant will be healed. This Roman centurion who came from Rome, from Italy, who's not a Jew, he's not from Israel, recognizes who Jesus is because of the time he spent in Israel. And I'm sure he spent time with people who follow this God of Jacob, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And, I think he probably has started to see what God has done in Israel in this time, the miracles he's done. And then he knows that Jesus has come, and he recognizes Jesus' authority. And he says, "I'm unworthy to have you come into my house, but I know authority when I see it. And if you say he will be well, he will." And Jesus, and this is the part that I really want you guys to see, Jesus reveals the mystery of the gospel in his response. Jesus says he hasn't found anyone in Israel, he hasn't found a Jew who has as much faith as this centurion. And he says this, I say to you that many will come from the east and the west, and will take their places at the feast with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the subjects of the kingdom will be thrown outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Jesus is explaining that he did not come just for the Jews. He did not come just so that Israel would be made whole through the Messiah, but that the whole world would be made whole through the Messiah. And to prove who he was as the Messiah, and to prove who he is, and the power that he had, he says, "Go, let it be done, just as you believed it would." And there, at the same moment that Jesus spoke these things, a servant who's in a completely different place is healed. Just like that. How awesome is it that we serve a God, we serve a Messiah who loves us so much that he came to die to reconcile the entire world to himself. And he has the power, no matter where we are, no matter what's happening in our lives, to heal us mentally, physically, and spiritually. So I want you guys to think about these things. If you're liking the content that we're putting out, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you want more of these things, let us know what you think about what we're talking about down in the comment section. And I won't leave without saying this. Toodles.